Hey YouTube, looking through these, I got a couple of these Electro Harmonix pedals I shot off my pal Bob. I have played the Mel 9 one before, and I did the Synth 9 yesterday. I think I'm going to have to get one. I do have a MIDI guitar, but even having the MIDI guitar, it's a good guitar, it's a Japanese Strat, but you've still got to plug it into a keyboard, set everything up, blah blah blah. This is the sort of thing, especially with my setup, see, because I think I'm getting, it does have the, these do have the ability to, I'm kind of talking about the things that I meant to say in the last video. It's got two outputs on the side, so the way I've got it running, I've got the synthesizer bit coming through my bass amp here, which is coming through that speaker, and then, or should be for you anyway, and then the other one is going into the guitar amp, going in through my pedal board into the guitar amp and coming out of that speaker, hopefully. So I'm able to mix the two of them, so if, like, if you were, I'll be using like the distortion and the keyboard sound clean at the same time, so the two amp thing I think is much better for it. But if you were talking about doing one song, you could just have it in your pedal board and then you can mix the two together, and it's just, you're not going to get, if you've got like a big muff pedal on, then yeah. But my main point is it tracks incredibly well, and I'm just going to put the, I've just been muting the guitar. So we're just on one just now, Tone Wheel, and is it like the other one, there's two mods, or like the Mel 9 as well. I'm not sure which one I like best. I've not, this is literally the first time I've turned this one on. So we'll get click and mods. Oh, click, is that? The thing is that, see, you were in a, say like a function band or something like that, or even just like a second guitarist type thing, having something like this would mean that you could play a couple of Doors tracks in there, and if you're not the main, if there's another guitarist playing anyway, it means that you don't need to do this split up, having, you know, just play through a clean amp and the organ will sound fine. So if I can play any. No, it's not a good time to start doing that, but. your motor running. Head out on the highway, looking for the wind. It's kind of worth it just if you play Burnt Word in your set, really, isn't it? Go for try prog number 2. Like I said in the last video, the way you can use these things quite comfortably. I was thinking about this, my pal David, who's got the Mel 9. He kind of does loops and stuff and just kind of has it running away in the background while he's playing chords, clean and acoustic, which works. Oh, because I've got it split up here, I'm kind of more interested in what the actual keyboard part of it does on its own, and then I worry about mixing in whatever it is I'm doing apart from that. But I'm kind of using it more as a lead instrument than a backing track. Why can't I remember how you play Freebirds? Again, the track is really good, isn't it? 3 is compact. I think a C might be a model of Hammond organ. I'm pretty sure there's a B9 as well. I'm pretty sure a B3 is a Hammond organ, so I think a C3 might be a different model from the B3. These seem to be quite universal controls with the click, which I think are 2 of the slidey control things you get in an organ, and the other ones are just kind of like presets. That's good on that one. It's that thing about, see, when you, the same thing happens with the MIDI guitar, when you bend these things or don't play them right, it kind of, they all tend to sound very 80s. Just because that's the only time anyone ever tried to play things like these sort of sounds. So it sounds fine on open notes. Because you're like, you can't bend an organ. Shimmer. There's the one. Like I was saying, the other one had it. The Mel 9's got it. I think it's choir or strings it's called. And that one, the synth one, has one as well, where you get the sort of pad. The one where you could be playing, you know, along and then. See, I mean, it's just kind of there. So there's certain things that you can't do and things that you can do when you're messing about with that sort of thing in the background. But it just gives you that, and even having it more subtly mixed in than what I've got. We'll have it just barely on. Imagine a couple of my pals are in a Zeppelin band. I wonder if they know about this sort of thing. There's a lot of things. What's the you know, my love is strong. Together. Never played that song before. Desperation's running wild. Right, let's go try another one. Lord Purple, alright. it doesn't really work because George Lord's famous sound was plugging it into a straight anti-Marshall stack. More click. Blackmore back into the equation. Oh, it's hard to mix the two together. Not really low. This one is quite different from the other ones. Yeah, not so impressed with the Lord Purple one, just because I think I was expecting it to be super John Lordy, and at that point realised I can't actually play very much Deep Purple on keyboard. Mellow flutes. Go straight for the flute sounds. Blimp. This one doesn't seem to have the same octave thing what the other one did. The synth one seemed to, all the sounds seem to have a low octave thing, so I never actually tried playing the bass through it. I should probably try the bass through it. Yeah, but I think my main point, which I completely forgot to say in the last video and earlier on when I was talking on this one, is the fact that you don't need a MIDI guitar, any special computers or anything like that, and you can just use whatever guitar you want. So that's the thing, if I want to play MIDI guitar, I've got to set up the keyboard, but I've also got to play the MIDI guitar. I can't be playing this guitar or that guitar or any of these ones, whereas this one you just plug any guitar in. This one's got a very, very high output, so it probably runs this better than a cheaper guitar would. It's just a case of doing, see, I'm doing certain slides and bends sound out of tune because organs don't do that. Also, that thing about strumming it, organs don't really do that either, so you've got to try and, if you can pluck all the strings at the same time. Or hit it hard. Next, press tone. Telstar, I can't remember what song that is. It's really annoying me. I totally know the song Telstar. I just can't think what it goes like in my head just now. Oh, it's really annoying. I don't think I like this one as much as I like the synth one. Partly because it's just organs. But I mean, the thing is, it's all the sort of organ sounds you would want. If I was buying like a wee Casio tone keyboard, those are the 9 sounds, the 9 organ sounds I want on it. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, those are the big hit. And it was the same with the synth one. If you wanted like an old 80s poly synth, then it's got like 9 sounds on it, the 9 most popular and most easily identifiable sounds, which is what this has got as well. But they're all good. Well, I suppose it's just a version of the C9 organ, so what you're using is different settings of that C3 maybe, or C4, whatever it is. With a bit of variance in each one. Like, I'm pretty sure if you went like that piano, it wouldn't be cool to have a mid-8 that was like, had organ in it. Then it's going, one of those 9 sounds is the ones you would have been after, really, anyway, I'm pretty sure. And again, this is me running it without the guitar, this is just the organ sounds on its own. What was the first one? This is more of a backing thing, I think, than a lead instrument. I should probably have much less distortion on. can totally see it being in the background, giving it that bluesy riff. I think something like if you're the second guitarist in a band, or even the first guitarist, having this just, yeah, especially if you're doing cheesy covers, when you're hearing it here like in its solo, see it in a band mix, it's just going to sound like there's a keyboard player playing along, especially if you're doing that kind of... Yeah, a wee bit of learning to use it, I think. Also, setting it up properly, or like adjusting the knobs correctly, but also just with things that work well with what you're playing. Some things don't really work very well, and some things do work quite well. That kind of vamping thing. I always just remember that Atomic Rooster song me and Ivy used to play. It was amazing. What's a riff? I tried to stop playing the riff because I kept stealing it from my own songs, and then realised, damn it, it's that riff again. One of those ones I remember what notes they are, but I can't remember what the tune went. That's a Uriah Heep song as well. I will stop that. Got guitars to build. Yeah, I think I've got these for my Panda's off the road now, so I've got these for a wee while. I might do a wee bit more messing about with them. Try and do some other stuff with it. See, it's definitely there's definitely that thing about having it on in the background there when I was playing this, or I was Stairway to Heaven or whatever it was, and having that just kind of in the background. It's like, oh, and really, the only thing I'm having to do different there, playing wise, is play it very clean. I don't mean clean as in clean sound. I just mean without any buzzes and making it sure it's dead accurate. So that's a good thing anyway. You know what I mean? It's not like you don't lose any abilities by working out how to do that. It just makes you better at more even on the guitar, because you'll find that some things you're messing about with there. If you don't trigger it right, it's very much quieter than the other songs if you don't hit that string as hard as you hit the other ones. It's less obvious when you listen to the guitar. You can actually use my MIDI guitars kind of set up in the way, well, designed in the way that there's obviously a slight latency from when you hit the note to when it triggers, because it's got to go down the cable, get processed, blah blah blah. It's very little in this, but there is still a slight one there. So the way the MIDI guitar I've got is wired up, it's so you can basically always use the magnetic pickups because they're instantaneous. So basically if you have them on a little bit, that'll give you that instant hit of the note for the first fraction of a second, while the computer bit works out what it's doing, and then it comes in, which means it's so you can get it so there's no latency at all. Just kind of you can do it with this as well. Just I'm kind of doing it manually using the guitar, but just having the slightest bit of guitar, even very low in the mix, can give you that instant click, so that when you're playing other things, even if it's just a fraction of a second over, it's no longer it's you know, it's like because you've got the guitar covering that first note. But there's an awful lot more to play MIDI guitar than just buying the MIDI thing. It's very much how you hit the strings and playing it like an organ. There's wee tricks I was learning there, you know, and things you can do. Hitting sometimes kind of, I was sort of playing in the there, but when I was playing the full chords, that was when the keyboard was coming through. You were really hearing it on the higher frequencies, not so much on the low ones. Excellent fun, rock on. No idea what plans I've got coming up. I'll do the live stream again on Sunday though, because I missed it last week, so I'm sorry. A week off the drink, or 2 weeks off the drink even.